So tell me, what do you think? I see. So I was not enough, right? Do you want to hear some truths that they may be hard, but they are also liberating, and they are going to make your life much, much, much easier? Do you want to hear them? Okay, let's go then. It doesn't matter how hard you try. For many people around you, you will never ever measure up. The approval from the people around you, it will never ever be enough. It will not be good for anything. It will be useless if you haven't approved and accepted yourself first. Sometimes you may realize you're not good enough for a specific task or situation. However, that doesn't mean that you're not good enough or you're not amazing for many other things. Failing 1 or 2 times at something, or failing to someone for a couple of times, doesn't mean that you should stop trying. That doesn't mean that you are not good at it. Always make sure that the people that are telling you that you are not good enough are those that are very close to you, those that you really love, and you know that they love you back. The others, just listen to them, but don't let their criteria don't let their criteria to bring you down. If you've realized that you're not good enough at something and you're really passionate about it and you feel you have a calling for it, don't let that slow you down. Try harder, better yourself, study deeper, practice again and again and again, pursue excellence, be persistent, learn from your mistakes, continue to fight for your dream. Don't listen to destructive criticism and try it again. Hello everyone on the other side of the screen. My name is Andrew Diaz, and today I want to talk to you about those times when you feel you are not enough, when you are told by others that you are not enough. I'll see you in 10 seconds after the intro. I wanted to start today mentioning Monique P. Up here is her comment. In my last video, I said that if you saw the whole video, at the end I said to write down in the comments, I saw it. So she was the first one who did it, not the only one, but she was the first one. So the prize that you will see right now on the screen, that is for you, Monique, for answering and for commenting. Thank you, Monique, for watching my videos until the end. That shows 2 things. Number 1, you're really trying hard to better yourself and you don't want to miss any detail. You're working hard on your ghosts because you want them out. So I am with you in that battle. I am doing the same thing. So thank you. And second thing, you are supporting me. You are helping the channel. That shows that you have a sense of community. So thank you, Monique. And also a shout out and a huge thank you for Dennis Lopez, who also commented, I saw it. Thank you for watching my videos until the end. That really helps me and I really appreciate comments like yours, Dennis. So thank you. I also wanted to mention that for a few days now, almost like 15 days, the top country watching my videos has been Mexico. Thank you, Mexico. Gracias, mi México lindo y querido. This is something that varies all the time. Sometimes it's the United States, sometimes it's Mexico, so it varies. But I am very surprised to see that it's been for a few days now that Mexico has been the top country watching my videos. So thank you, Mexico. And finally, before we start, I wanted to mention that our community continues to grow. We are right now 140 subscribers. So thank you to all of you that have been sharing my videos And thank you to all of you that have been commenting and reaching out. We even recently got some subscribers from Bangladesh. So we're getting all over the world. Let's go, my ghosts out. Thank you to all of you for supporting the channel. If you want me to mention you one of my videos, you just have to comment down there whatever I'll say at the end of the video. Almost at the end of every video, I ask you to comment something to see if you saw the complete video. I wanted to give you a secret though. Out of my 140 subscribers right now, I am able to see only 27 of you. And why is that? Well, it's because YouTube sets up your subscriptions to private automatically. So you will need to go, this is better to do it in a laptop, or in a computer, in a desk computer, but you will need to do it like manually go and change those settings so that your subscriptions are public. In that way, I'll be able to see that you are subscribed to the channel. I'll show you quickly how to do it. Go to YouTube and on the right top corner, click on your profile picture or your initial icon if you haven't uploaded any profile picture. From the drop down menu, you choose settings. Then on the left side options, choose privacy. And then make sure that this button right here, it is not activated. So that means that has to be turned to the left side. If it's on the right side, that means that any channel that you are subscribed to, you won't be seen by the person who manages the channel because you are in privacy. And that is how I will be able to interact with you, and that is how I will be able to see you in the channel as one of my subscribers. Otherwise, it's just a number. As I said, I can only see 27 and we have already 140 subscribers. So if you're interested in me interacting with you and seeing you as one of my subscribers, this is what you have to do. But right now, changing topics. That's been enough talking about other stuff. Let's go straight to today's topic. I want to see today's ghost, the ghost of insufficiency, from two different perspectives, two different angles. First one, I want to see it from the perspective of other people telling you that you're not enough. And second perspective, I would like to see it as you feeling that you are not enough. The first part of the video may look complicated, but it's quite simple. Just ask yourself questions like this. Who is it telling me that I am not enough? Is it noticeable? Is it so clear that I am not enough for the task, or I am not enough for that person? Ask yourself questions like, what could be or what are the motivations behind that person's words? Let me give you my example. I was recently fired from my job. Yes, as you heard it. Fired. And in a beautiful way, in a nice way, I was told you are not enough for us. And notice what I said. I am not enough for them. That doesn't mean that I am not enough for other things. However, the ghost of insufficiency gets advantage when things like this happen and they try to convince you and they try to tell you in your ear, they whisper, you see, you're not enough. You are not good enough. You are the problem. So if I am honest, the sad event of getting fired automatically brought to my mind the thought, not the reality, but the thought, oh, I am not enough. I wasn't thinking I am not enough specifically for this, but it attacked me thinking, oh, I am not enough for anything. So events like these, they could get really hard to process. In my case, even though I was told, maybe not in the worst way, that I was fired and somehow I wasn't enough for what they wanted, it took me good 2, 3, 4 days to figure out and just get out of this horrible feeling of I'm not enough or good for nothing weirdo. Let me tell you something. Doesn't matter how you were told that you're not enough in a nice or not in a nice way, you will always feel like you have this huge boot on your face pulling you towards against the ground and telling you that's where you belong. You are nothing. That's how little you are. That's how it feels like. Believe me, I personally know the feeling of trying your best, trying hard, giving it all, and still being told that I'm not enough. I can look into your eyes right now and tell you that I know the feeling of putting your heart, your everything into something, and still hear those around you saying, it wasn't that good. I've been there thinking and wondering, well, I think this was really good. I think I did a great job. Then after that, noticing that I wasn't able to make them happy, I wasn't able to make them believe me, I wasn't able to make them trust me, I wasn't able to make them like it. And once more, what is my advice for myself, for you? Perfect yourself and move on. I know, I understand you. I know you want them to see beyond the quality of what you did. I know you want them to see the love and the passion and everything that you put into it. But you know what? If they cannot see beyond the quality of what you did, if they cannot see what you put into it, well, I think you shouldn't fight it. Just let go. I know you may look at their eyes and wonder, don't you see that I'm giving you part of my life? Don't you see that I'm putting into this all I am to make this work? But you know what? Once more, if they're not able to see that, if they cannot find your heart in what you are doing, it's better to move on. Some people just see performances. They don't see hearts. So just let go. Believe me, unfortunately for some people, it doesn't matter how hard you try, and it will never be enough. Believe me, and listen, it will never be enough. Learn how to identify these type of people in your life and move forward. Stay away. At the end, they will leave you dry and tired, and that is not the idea. So what I would say, more than stay away, if you're already there, run as fast as you can. I know as humans, we have the tendency, most of us have the tendency of trying it again and try it again and try it again and try to make things work. We don't want to give up to something that we started. But you know what? In this case, in this particular case, the problem is not you, and it's never gonna end up well. There are also those cases, being honest, where it's true, you didn't measure up, you were not enough, and that is not the end of the world. Just realize, learn from the mistakes. If the possibility is there to try it again, well, why not? If you feel like you should, try it again. But if there's no possibility to continue, same advice, move forward. Accept that it was your fault. Accept that you didn't measure up, you were not enough for that specific task, and move forward. Just move to a different area, move to a different field where you feel like you're full of potential, where you feel like you could really shine, and try it again. If the case is that you know that you are in the right path, that you know that you are in the right field, just study, get better at what you do, and try it again later. Don't give up. The second perspective that I wanted to talk to you is when you are feeling that you are not good enough. And I wanted to make it clear, know when you're feeling you're not good enough for a specific task or for something in specific, but when you have this ghost haunting you and telling you you're not good enough in life, you're not good enough for mostly anything. I would say that the most common root or the most common cause for this, it'll be the ghost of low self-esteem. If you haven't seen my video on low self-esteem, I would recommend to click on this iCard at some point. You don't have to do it now, just see what time is the video right now on so that you can later come back. But I would recommend you to go to that video. And once more, in the case of most of our ghosts, this one starts when we are little boys, little girls. We are living in a house, in a home that is somehow dysfunctional. Our fathers are the ones that are supposed to help us create a healthy and balanced concept of our own selves. This ghost of insufficiency gets born and even gets stronger when you are a little kid and you are experiencing this dysfunctionality of your family. Let's see this from the perspective of a little kid. I'll give you a few examples. If I was better at soccer, my father would certainly be much happier and he would not drink that much. If I could find some money to help my parents get out of this poverty, they would appreciate me more and perhaps they would beat me less. If I was smarter and had better grades, my mom would not cry that much every single night when she goes to bed. If I was the best in my gymnastic team, in my class, my parents would be proud of me and probably my father wouldn't have left the house, my mom and me just alone as he did. If I only was a better kid, this would not be happening. It is normal for a young kid to start feeling that they are not enough because they are trying to fix the situation in the house. They are trying to fix whatever is not going well and they see that there is a problem and they feel that they are responsible for fixing that problem. They don't understand what is going on between his or her parents. They don't know that they are not the cause, perhaps, of the situation. However, they try to fix it and they try it again. Obviously, the situation doesn't get better. And this is how we are experiencing for the first time this feeling of, I am not enough. I am trying so hard, but it doesn't get better. That means I am not enough. And obviously it gets even worse when you are living in a home where your parents are abusive, let's say verbally abusive, telling you that you don't know how to do this, you're not good at that, you're stupid, you don't know how to do anything. Obviously that confirms your thoughts that you're not enough. Or let's say bullying at schools, all the time pushing you down and telling you that you're not good. So this feeling has a very strong root in our lives and we need to attack that. We need to go straight to the root of the problem. The solution? Well, I would love to tell you that I have the secret formula for you, that if you stand in front of the mirror and you repeat 1,000 times that you're amazing, that you are good, that would solve your problem. But unfortunately, even though this is a good technique that I highly recommend for any of the low self-esteem ghosts or these ghosts of insufficiency, they're very related. Even though these are good techniques, they are not going to solve your problem completely. The only way that you will be free of this ghost is if you go to the root of it, which I know it could be very uncomfortable and we don't want to remove the past, we don't want to go back there again, but that is the only way that you'll be able to solve this ghost. And let's do that for the first time, confession time about myself. Even though I already confessed my actual situation, I am going to tell you a little bit about my past. I already talked to my parents and I told them what I would be doing in this video because I know this could be hurtful for them, but I think there's nothing better than being honest and showing you that Mr. Diaz is also dealing with his ghosts and I am not the superhero in this sense, and I am also in the middle of the battleground as you are. My childhood gave me the conditions to face and gave me the perfect ground to face every ghost that I've talked about in my so far 6 videos. So just not this one, but all of them. Let me start saying, in my house, I would have to experience very violent fights almost every single day, to the point where every neighbor heard of those fights. We were the shame of the whole neighborhood, and many times the police had to come to our house to end up these fights between my mother and not my father, but my stepfather. My father right now has passed away, but he was never in my life. For some reason that I don't really have the answer. I never got the opportunity to talk to him about it. He was never in my life. Perhaps because he was white and I wasn't. Perhaps because he was an alcoholic that was never able to deal with things in life in a proper way. Or perhaps because he was a very promiscuous man that never had time for me because he had much to take care of with his women. Perhaps because I was born in a time that he didn't want me, or perhaps I wasn't enough for him. The case is that my deep love for him was never enough. So that left me living with my stepfather, who would beat me up, and even my brother, his son, in ways that I don't think even animals or any people should be beaten. I witnessed many times, in many occasions, my mother being beat up in ways that I witnessed many times my mother being beat up and not being able to do anything, being terrified, and just I was forced almost every day to go around the neighborhood and ask for food so that we could eat something, because we were living in an extreme poverty, to the point where I had a notebook where I would write down who was the most recent person that I asked for food, so that I would not go again, because I would lose the count, because that is how much I had to go out every day and ask for a piece of bread, or just a handful of sugar, or a little bit of rice, or something to cook, so that we would not go to bed with an empty stomach. I felt rejected every day in the smallest details, just because I wasn't a blood son. I was told many occasions that I was stupid, that I looked gay, that I was slow, that I wasn't smart enough, that I was useless, and literally that I was the reason why my parents, why they would fight so constantly. I was that reason. There are a few of them that I'm not able to mention yet, because I'm still dealing with them, and there are others that I know that my mind blocked and I kind of forgot, but at some point they will come back to my mind. So I think I'll be working with my ghosts until the day that I die. So this is just a glance of what I went through in my childhood. There's much more that it's not really worth mentioning right now. I hope that I can be an example for you that yes, it is possible to face our ghosts, to overcome them, and become free of their influence in our lives. I would love to mention that nowadays I have a perfect relationship with my stepfather. I can look at his eyes and tell him that I love him. So this is the better proof for me that I've been able to overcome my ghosts. Yes, the ghosts will haunt me every time that I have to see him. However, they are not able to influence on me or make me react as they used to do it years ago. Right now I am in control, and I just decided to love him, and that's what's happening right now. Another interesting detail that I would love to mention is that my son Caleb loves him in a way that it surpasses any understanding. And it's very interesting to see the way that my son's eyes shine every time that he sees his grandpa. So these are the funny details of life. I like to see all of these. I like to see this fight like me carrying a huge bag full of bricks. Bricks that let's say they're each ghost or each trauma in my life. Most of them are not even mine. Every time that I identify a brick that it doesn't belong to me, I just work on it, let it go, and I'm just throw it away. I make my bag a little bit lighter and lighter and lighter every time that I discover those ghosts that don't belong to me. This ghost, well, this is my mother's insecurity. So this is not mine. Gone. This other brick, oh, this is the hard life that my stepfather had when he was an infant, when he was a little kid. So that doesn't belong to me. Gone. So yes, I did start this fight against my ghost when I was very young. When I had to decide, okay, what type of father am I going to be when I grow up? Do I want to do the same thing that I experienced in my home, or do I want to be different? And I had to literally plan what type of father, what type of person, what type of husband I would be when I would grow up. So it took a lot of years for me working on them. Those that obviously affected me, it took me a long time to get rid of them. Some of them it was easier. Some of them I'm still working on them. Being honest, there's a couple of them that sometimes I feel like I will never be able to get rid of them. What I do know is I am in this war of fighting against my coaches. They're not going to be in my life happily staying there and doing whatever they want with me. I am going to make it hard for them. I consider that I am a warrior, and I am going to die fighting against them. If you are on the same side with me, if you are on the side of the warriors that you want to fight your ghosts, just write down in the comments below, I am a warrior. Or you could do it in Spanish, yo soy un guerrero, yo soy una guerrera. Let me know down there so that I know that I'm not alone. Obviously you all know you're not alone in this. I am with you, and I'm sure you have people, because God always gives you people around you that will be able and who are desiring to be with you in this battle. We are never alone. Please don't forget to give me a like in this video. Obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would highly recommend to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Monday afternoon, and I always try my best to do something or bring up something that is useful for you. If you activate the notification bell, it will let you know every time that I upload a video. And finally, if you want me to see you in the list of my subscribers, you could do what I recommended at the beginning of the video, changing your subscriptions from private to public. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. And remember, if there is any ghost that is haunting you, that is surrounding you, not letting you be happy, not letting you be who you want to be, talk to Mr. Diaz so that we can both work out our ghosts and take them all.